My sister-in-law confessed to my husband that he is the love of her life and thought she could steal him from me, but her plan backfired when my brother found out. Yesterday, my sister-in-law texts my husband out of the blue asking if he can meet her for lunch. She says there's something important she needs to talk to him about. My husband shows me the text before responding and asks if I think it might have something to do with my brother. Maybe they're having problems and she wants to discuss it with another man. I find it odd, but I tell him to go find out what's going on. So he accepts, and they meet for lunch at this cafe near his office the next day. That's where she drops the bomb. She tells him she's in love with him. She lays it on thick. How handsome he is, how he makes her feel, how she would treat him if he were hers, how it was love at first sight when we introduced them 5 years ago. Mind you, this woman is married to my brother and has 2 kids with him. She and my husband had what I thought was a friendly relationship. Our families see each other at least twice a month since we're a close family. She does text him frequently, but there was nothing overly forward about it. My sister-in-law texts and calls my mom too, so none of us thought anything of it. I want to stop a moment and emphasize that my husband isn't cheating on me with her. We share an iPad, and I see every one of his texts from there. We're also constantly looking at each other's phones, so none of that is going on. So my husband doesn't let her finish her confession. He walks out of the cafe and calls me immediately to tell me what just happened. While he's on the phone with me, the texts from her start flooding in. She didn't mean it. She thinks it's only infatuation. It's just a stupid crush. Blah, blah, blah. He leaves work early to come home and talk to me about this, and his phone is blowing up the entire time with calls and texts from her. I tell him to answer it, so he puts her on speaker so I can hear what she's saying. She's crying, begging him not to tell my brother. Apparently, when we had dinner at our place last weekend, she thought my husband was flirting with her when they were alone in the kitchen getting drinks. Now my husband is a major ballbuster, and I suppose I can see how that could be taken as flirting if you're looking for it. She asks if he told me yet. I answer yes, since I'm right there on speaker. Surprise, then she starts begging me too. This goes on for a while. She's saying how we all love each other and can work through this, how it doesn't have to ruin the family. My main question was whether she had ever cheated on my brother before. She said no and swore on her kids' lives. She said it's just my husband, that she's never felt this way about anyone. She even says I should understand because my husband is so amazing. I'm done listening at that point. I tell her we're not making any decisions tonight and that I'll call her tomorrow to figure this out. But here's where it gets interesting. My brother was at our house the whole time. He'd stopped by earlier to drop off our mom's birthday gift while my husband was still at lunch. I told him to wait since my husband would be back soon. We were sitting at the kitchen table having coffee when my husband walked in. My brother heard everything on speaker. Every word, the confession, the begging, the part about swearing on his kids' lives, all of it. I'll never forget the look on his face. He just stood up, didn't say a single word to us, and walked out. My husband tried to stop him, but he put his hand up and left. 10 minutes later, my sister-in-law's phone calls stopped. My brother had gone straight to their house. We later found out he walked in, told her to pack a bag, and said his lawyer would be in touch. He took the kids to his mom's house that night. My sister-in-law has been calling me nonstop since last night. 37 missed calls. She left a voicemail this morning saying my brother won't speak to her and that this is all my fault for not stopping him from leaving our house, that I should have warned her he was there. My brother finally called me an hour ago. He thanked me and my husband for not hiding it from him. He said he always knew something felt off about the way she looked at my husband, but convinced himself he was being paranoid. My sister-in-law is now staying at her parents' house, and my brother has a lawyer. My parents are devastated, but they're supporting my brother. Even my dad, who usually tries to keep the peace, said she made her bed. The family group chat has been silent for 2 days. Nobody knows what to say.